everyone, welcome back to Pacific Front channel. A while ago, the Indonesian Navy Chief of Staff visited Naval Group Shipyard and toured the first FDI frigate under construction for the French Navy. During an interview with Naval News, he said the FDI frigate could be one of Indonesian Navy's options to strengthen its fleet. While the Indonesian Navy's frigate procurement journey continues, let's see what Naval Group and the FDI frigate have to offer and answer the question, should the Indonesian Navy take their proposal? During the interview, the Navy's chief laid out the qualities that the Navy is looking for its next frigate. First, it must be modern, and second, it must be multi-role. And he said the FDI frigate fits this requirement. A couple of days later, a French Navy frigate, FS Bretagne, made a port visit to Jakarta as part of her deployment to the Indo-Pacific region. On board, Naval Group representatives offered the FDI frigate to Indonesia. Naval Group pitched the FDI frigate as the first digital frigate, underscoring the ship's incorporation of digital and cybersecurity considerations from the initial design phase. Other key characteristics of the frigate include its RCS reduction and low magnetic, infrared, and electronic signatures. The FDI is offered in a full multi-mission configuration with the anti-air, anti-submarine, anti-surface, asymmetric, and electronic warfare sensors and weapons. This includes 32-cell Silver VLS for Aster 15 and 30, Seafire 4D AESA radar, hull-mounted variable depth and towed array sonars, as well as Kanto acoustic decoys. More or less, the specs will be similar to the Kimon-class FDI frigate of the Hellenic Navy, which is more powerful than the FDI frigate being built for the French Navy. The frigate will be equipped with 2 data centers, one for a centralized cybersecurity management system and a dedicated asymmetric warfare center. By having 2 data centers, increases the ship's digital redundancy capability in case one data center is paralyzed due to cyber or kinetic attacks. For the CMS, it will use SETIS, which is fully interoperable with the Suptic CMS that will be installed on the Indonesian Navy Scorpion and can be installed with different tactical data link networks depending on Indonesia's request. The FDI frigate has a 36-month construction time in the Naval Group shipyard. However, just like Scorpion, France is also open for local production from the first ship. The FDI frigate is 122 meter long, width of 18 meter, and has a displacement of 4,500 tons. Using Kodat propulsion, it has a maximum speed of 27 knots, range of 5,000 nautical miles, and an endurance of 45 days. According to Naval Group, the FDI frigate has up to 300 days of technical availability per year. It can accommodate 110 sailors plus up to 15 aircrew and has a flight deck and hangar for a medium-sized helicopter. Its armament varies between the French and Hellenic Navy. In this case, I'm gonna use the Kimon-class armament for reference. Kimon-class is equipped with a 76mm main gun, 32-cell VLS for Aster 15 and 30, 8 Exocet, 1 Mark 31, 21-cell ram, 2 dual torpedo tubes, and 2 Lionfish 20mm RWS. The Indonesian proposal probably won't include the Mark 31 ram missile and will use Nexter Narwhal instead of Lionfish. Just looking at the proposal from Naval Group, clearly the FDI frigate is more advanced than every combatant ships the Indonesian Navy currently operates. Capable of tracking 800 objects simultaneously at a range of 500 km in the air and 80 km on the surface, the Seafire radar is undoubtedly one of the most powerful radars in the West today. It will also be the backbone of future French warships, including their future carrier. Acquiring the FDI frigate equipped with such powerful radar, combined with 32-cell VLS for Aster missile that most of us have been dreaming of, will surely give the Indonesian Navy an upper hand in naval engagement. The Navy has been using Exocet and the MU-90 torpedo for years too. So, there won't be much logistical problem if they someday acquire the frigate. Indonesia and France have deepened their defense cooperation in such a short time. Indonesia has bought fighter jets, radars, and submarines from France worth billions of euros. And in return, France is sharing their knowledge and technology with Indonesia. If the Indonesian Navy chooses the FDI frigate, it will make the relationship within both countries even deeper. Although, on the other hand, too much reliance on one country for defense equipment might not be good for Indonesia's defense strategy as a whole. Moreover, if we compare it with FRAM, even in its full configuration, the FDI frigate won't be able to match FRAM capabilities. In the French Navy itself, the FDI frigate was born to complement 2 Horizon and 8 Aquitaine frigates as part of their grand strategy to have 15 first-class frigates to be able to operate in a crisis zone, not to someday replace either one of them. That's why if you ask me, I'm still gonna choose FRAM as our procurement priority. But who knows, the Indonesian Navy's frigate procurement program is very dynamic. Currently, Naval Group proposal might not threaten FRAM's position yet, but there are a lot of factors that can overthrow this status. What will the Indonesian Navy and the MOD choose? Only time will tell. And that's it for today, the FDI frigate proposal for the Indonesian Navy. If it's up to you, what will you do? Stick with FRAM or go with the FDI frigate instead? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.